Now at 5 a.m., this is WKYT This Morning. The hunt is over for a fugitive wanted in Oklahoma. Police say an officer is hurt and the suspect is dead. We'll have the latest on the manhunt just ahead.
Also ahead on WKYT, we're learning more about the second man who died after getting hit by a drunk driver right here in Lexington. Those details coming up.
And Halloween is finally here. We'll have some safety tips and we'll get a look at your Kentucky forecast. It is right here on WKYT This Morning.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Kentucky mornings start right here on WKYT. It's great to see you bright and early on your Monday. I'm Andrea Walker.
Good morning. I'm Bill Bryant, and we hope you had a great weekend and happy Halloween to you. You know, it's going to be busy around these parts later today, here on Monday, October 31st. A beautiful day.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be absolutely perfect trick-or-treating weather. Let's check in now with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Yeah, and at trick-or-treating time, you're talking mid-60s outside. So some really good feeling weather later on today. It's not all that bad this morning. We're well above average, sitting there in the 50s. Get into your afternoon sitting around 71 degrees. And remember, that's at 4 to 5 p.m. So you go up towards 6 to 8, then you're talking about mid-60s. But there's no sugarcoating this forecast. It's pretty easy. It's a really nice forecast in store. So it actually does the trick for us later on this afternoon and off into the evening at looking at those trick-or-treating times. We're going to go through that hour by hour. We're going to get into your forecast tomorrow with possible record-breaking warmth. I'll show you that coming up.
And we'll see you then. Let's get right to the news now.
We're learning more this morning about the second man killed in a crash over the weekend.
Police say Jason Schweitzer and Timothy Moore were on South Upper when a drunk driver lost control of her car and ran into them. WKYT's Lauren Miner is live now in Lexington with some new details about Moore. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning, Bill. Well, Timothy Moore was an employee here at UK for 14 years, and he worked in utility management. According to a UK spokesperson, he was a hard worker and someone others could count on. On Saturday morning, an accused drunk driver hit Moore along with Louisville detective Jason Schweitzer while the two were on UK's campus. Both men were killed. WDRB in Louisville spoke with Moore's son Michael yesterday afternoon, who said his father was a family man. He went on to say that his father died doing something he did best, which was helping people.
I was told he was giving directions to a citizen that was lost, so they seen him and stopped him, and he was just helping out, giving them directions. I think they were hungry and they wanted to know a location where they can go get something to eat.
UK is providing grief counselors here on campus today who worked with Moore. 26-year-old Suzanne Whitlow was the driver of the car that hit and killed Moore and Schweitzer. She is charged with manslaughter and DUI. Whitlow, though, has not yet been booked in the Fayette County Detention Center. Reporting live in Lexington, Lauren Miner, WKYT.
Tough situation. Well, a woman is in jail this morning after Richmond police say she was involved in a standoff with officers for hours.
Jail officials say Sherry Rogers was arrested last night after the standoff. Police say they went to a house on Valley Street for a shots fired call. That standoff lasted for 8 hours yesterday afternoon. Police used tear gas and sent a robot into the home to monitor Rogers. They say she shot at that robot. We had reporters on the scene when that happened. Officers evacuated some nearby homes. One man just wanted to get home, but he says he's glad it ended safely.
I was hoping it ended a lot sooner, but I'm glad nobody got hurt. You know, that was the biggest thing. You know, you don't want everybody to see anybody get killed or hurt, you know, something like this.
Police were able to negotiate Rogers out of the home, and thankfully no one was hurt.
State police are investigating a deadly shooting in Powell County. The Powell County coroner tells us a man was shot in his car yesterday afternoon along Mountain Springs Road. A few hours later, he was pronounced dead. The coroner has identified that man as David Rogers. The coroner says the bullet went through the Rogers windshield. Rogers was the only one in the car. We've asked state police about the suspect in the case. We have not heard back from them yet this morning. In national news this morning, the week-long manhunt for an Oklahoma murder suspect, Michael Vance, is over.
The Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office says Vance was killed about 130 miles northwest of Oklahoma City. Hannah Daniels has the latest.
Michael Vance was killed Sunday night after a police chase and shootout with Oklahoma State troopers. On Facebook, the Ellis County Sheriff posted, "The manhunt is over and all Ellis County deputies are fine. Unfortunately, one officer was shot and he is one of my best friends." That deputy is expected to be okay. Law enforcement officers tracked Vance down after someone reported seeing his car.
Today, about 3 o'clock this afternoon, a farmer discovered a vehicle in his field, a vehicle that comes very close to matching the description of the vehicle we've been looking for, a suspect vehicle. And that's what caused us to come together tonight.
The massive search for Vance began 8 days ago after authorities say he killed his aunt and uncle, shot 2 police officers, and was involved in multiple carjackings. While on the run, the 38-year-old seemed to be taunting investigators by posting live messages on Facebook from inside a stolen police pickup.
If you want to know what's up next, stay tuned to your local news.
Police say Vance had a hit list of people linked to a previous sexual assault case against him, and some of his family members were in protective custody. Hannah Daniels, CBS News.
Back here in Kentucky, a park is vandalized in Harlan County over the weekend. Now county leaders are asking for help finding the people responsible. Investigators say someone stole the top off an $800 table at the park at High Splint Lake. They say a porta potty was also pushed down a hill. But this isn't the first time the park has been vandalized. Someone else fired bullets into the shelter.
This is taxpayers' dollars, and the sheriff's department is investigating it. In fiscal court, we're going to pursue it to the fullest extent of the law. People in the community, they're really upset about what they've done.
City leaders are encouraging those responsible to either return the tabletop or turn themselves in.
Kentucky State Police are still looking for a missing Ohio man who disappeared in Laurel County on his way to Florida. Troopers say 74-year-old Robert Bowden was last seen turning into the London Marathon gas station on Highway 80 on Saturday morning. Troopers say Bowden was driving a 1989 Chevy Silverado 3500 pickup truck with a camper top. At last check, he still has not made it to Florida.
The first opioid detox crisis center in Garrett County will be opening today. There was a ribbon cutting for the renovated church on Bryantsville Road in Lancaster yesterday afternoon. The center is a holistic detox facility with 6 beds. One of the founders, Nikki Strunk, lost her son to a heroin overdose in January. After her son's death, Strunk told WKYT's investigations team that there wasn't an immediate place for her son to go to when he needed help. She wants to change that for others struggling with addiction, and she hopes this center can be a model for other counties to follow.
Well, it's Halloween, and police are wanting you and your family to enjoy more treats than tricks on this holiday.
Police are warning Kentuckians to take some extra precautions. They suggest that parents double-check the candy the kids collect and be aware of their kids' allergies. Many cities hold community trunk or treats, and police say those are the safest options for making the candy rounds. But if parents choose to trick or treat in a neighborhood, officials recommend that children wear light colors or reflectors on their costumes.
We have a lot of issues, people crossing the roads, stuff like that. We want to remind people that when crossing the road, be very careful because there are other vehicles out.
For a full list of Halloween festivities going on throughout the region, head on over to WKYT.com. We have a list posted on our website for you right now.
All right, very conveniently there, and it is different in lots of cities. Tonight, little ghouls and goblins can trick-or-treat out at Fayette Mall. Retailers throughout the mall will be offering treats between 6 and 8 o'clock tonight. All kids ages 12 and under must be in costume and have an adult with them. Adults are asked not to wear masks, by the way. There will also be a Mall-a-ween photo booth near the Guest Services Center.
Isn't that cute?
Another option for you there.
Don't you know people are already like buying their Christmas presents right now? Everybody's already got Christmas stuff out and it's not even Halloween yet.
Well, sure, you know.
Gosh,
that's the
crazy.
way it is. WKYT this morning, just getting started on your Monday morning. Great to have you along. Our time right now is 5:09.
Still ahead on WKYT, Americans have a sweet tooth, especially when it comes to Halloween candy. Find out how much money Americans will spend on candy this year in about 10 minutes.
And also ahead on WKYT, a small Wisconsin town is going for the gourds. They have set a new world record with pumpkins. We'll have that story right after Micah's forecast.
We're holding on to the 50s this morning, 70s by the afternoon, and then we're back into the 80s tomorrow. So we have a big swing of temperatures once again in the forecast, but how long does that last? We're going to go over that with trick-or-treating times forecast coming up.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
It's 55 degrees right now in Lexington. We get into your afternoon and we'll hold on to the lower 70s, so it's a really nice start. You got to remember, Typically, we're there in the 40s to start the mornings. It's pretty nice. 58 degrees right now in Jackson. There are a couple of spots, roughly 60 degrees down south, Somerset, Monticello. You get off toward Waynesburg there in Lincoln County. Go into London, Corbin, 58 degrees. I mean, this is a really pleasant start as you get into your afternoon, 71. So this is a nice day. I mean, we really couldn't ask for a better Halloween. I mean, going off toward trick-or-treating, we're sitting there in the mid-60s, and that's a pretty good feel. It will be cool for some once that sun sets, once you get deeper. Remember, the sun sets at 6:40. So about halfway through, it will be cool for some, but all in all, that's a very pleasant forecast for Halloween. We'll tell you that. We've had way worse. Treats for everybody today. Everybody will absolutely love this weather. I say everybody. I usually don't say everybody because there's always one. There's always one that hates this type of weather or that type of weather, but you know what? For the most part, it's looking pretty good. Record-breaking temperatures tomorrow, possibly. And when I say possibly, we have gusty winds out of the south and southwest. It's going to usher in some really warm air. A lot of these models have a hard time really putting out the right temperature, the highest temperature, when you have gusty winds out of the south. So a lot of times they're on the low end of things. And right now they're reading 79, 80 degrees when our record high is at 83. I believe we'll actually get close to tying that as we get into your afternoon hours. But nonetheless, if we hit 80 or 83, trust me, it will be warm tomorrow. Off towards your late week, Thursday into Friday, here comes a cold front. It's going to be going on through, and that will bring us the rain chances in the forecast. I talked about it yesterday on my Facebook page, actually last night, and I'm going to zoom this back just a little bit. I should have paused that at the front. But look at the little monkey. That's Leslie Botkins. How cute is that little guy right there? Is getting ready to go do some trick-or-treating later on this evening. Here is Jaden and Jason. Really cool. They're stormtroopers right there. Well, and Darth Vader. There you go. Couldn't wear the mask, obviously, but, you know, to school as they're getting ready to head out. Our 2-year-old is going to be Yoda, and that's from Jason and Tiffany Grimes. Keep sending me pictures. I'm going to show them off all morning long, and I'll show some throughout midday and also noontime, just of your little kiddos dressed up. I always love those cute pictures. I do it every year for you guys. 7-day forecast, 71 later on today, 80 tomorrow. Like I said, possibility of reaching a record is not out of the equation. We'll see if that actually happens. Record 83. On Wednesday, it looks good, but Thursday, here comes a front, guys. That's going to knock our temperatures down. It'll be a cool Friday. Friday at 60 degrees. But we head toward the weekend. We'll be actually back above average. So it's just one of those times. There's really only one day that's below average, and it's Friday. So not all that bad.
When you consider we've had snow on Halloween around here.
Exactly.
Yes.
We have. I remember several.
Snow and tornadoes. Remember about 3 years ago.
That was a rough one a few years back. So
We'll take it.
We're ahead of the game. We're all right. Looks good for tonight. Thank you. Our time this morning is 5:15. It's official. A southwest Wisconsin town has set a world record with its pumpkins.
They have. Richland Center residents came together to carve nearly 4,000 pumpkins. Each carving has 2 eyebrows, 2 eyes, and a nose and a mouth. The town Walmart donated 3,000 pumpkins for the cause, all to break the world record for longest line of carved pumpkins. Pumpkins. All that carving took about a week for the community to finish. The previous world record of 2,015 pumpkins was set last Halloween in Japan, so they just shattered that record.
A lot of creativity there.
I know.
Look at that. Some
Very
of them are
impressive.
Pretty fancy. All right, good to have you with us on WKYT on Halloween morning. Monday, 5:16 is our time right now.
And when we come back, we'll take a look at your money.
Americans using Obamacare may have fewer insurers to choose from next year. And how much will people spend on candy this Halloween? Those stories and more coming up in your CBS Money Watch report.
Kentucky mornings start here. You're watching WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. Welcome back in. It is 5:19 here on the last day of October.
Doesn't feel like it.
Halloween, right? And one major car maker says it has fitted more than 500,000 cars with some new software to try to cut down on pollution.
And Americans are expected to spend a whole lot of money on Halloween candy this year. Roxana Sabiri has the latest on your money.
Americans using Obamacare may have fewer health insurance choices next year. An Associated Press analysis found that people in about a third of U.S. counties will have only one insurer next year. Under the Affordable Care Act, the country's uninsured rate has dropped to historic lows, but several big insurers say financial losses are forcing them to scale back. On Wall Street Friday, the Dow dropped 8 points, the Nasdaq lost 25. Volkswagen says it has refitted more than 1 million of its cars with updated pollution control software. The announcement comes about a year after the German automaker admitted it installed software on its diesel cars to cheat on emissions tests. Volkswagen is also rolling out a new 7-passenger SUV. It'll be available in the spring. The company hasn't announced how much it will cost. Americans are expected to spend more on Halloween candy this year than they have in the past 4 years. A new report from IHS Global Insights predicts Americans will spend nearly $4 billion, or about $30 per household. The report suggests if you want to get a good deal on the sweets, hold out until the day after Halloween. That's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. In New York, I'm Roxana Saberi.
All right, do you know who you want to pick for president but not sure about anything else on the ballot? Well, you should check Facebook.
The social media site is now offering information on the issues, the local initiatives, and candidates on your ballot. Facebook's Vote Planner lets you save and print your choices so you can take them with you to the voting booth. Facebook says it's another way to encourage civic engagement. The social media giant already reminds users to register and vote.
I think that's fantastic. I think everybody's taken that quiz, like, who do you side with the most? You know, it can be enlightening, help you a little bit.
Figure out who you really are.
There
right?
you go.
Coming up on 522 on WKYT this morning. Great to have you along with us. In just a few minutes, we'll have all of our top stories that we're working on for you at the bottom of the hour.
And then sports is coming up next.
It was a big weekend for the Wildcats. The football Cats pick up a win on the road at Missouri, and the basketball Cats had Rupp Arena rocking on Sunday night. We'll have those highlights for you next in sports.
Boy, we got a good-looking day in store. I'm meteorologist Micah Harris. We were at 53 early this morning. A pretty pleasant start. By the afternoon, pretty nice Halloween, guys. We're at 71 degrees. That means trick-or-treating is going to be in the mid to upper 60s. We will take that. Showing off these pictures. Still, there's Sarah Watkins with Cassidy, Isabella, and Cashton. There you go. Really, really cute picture of all those little kiddos. Trick-or-treating, that is. And you can see the little Power Ranger going on. Two precious grandbabies. That's Hannah and also Trenton. They're sitting there. Trish Hicks sent this one in. Some really cool pictures. I'm going to show them all morning long. Keep sending them in on my Facebook and on my Twitter page. Let's check out sports and see what's going on.
If last night's exhibition game was any indication, this Kentucky basketball team has quite a few weapons on the offensive side of the ball. UK had the offense going early on Sunday night. Malik Monk creates some space and hits the jumper. He was 6 for 11 from the field for a team-high 15 points. Isaiah Briscoe penetrating, leaving it up for the freshman Sasha Kalea-Jones. Wildcats led by 26 at the half. Second half we go. Cats running the floor. How about the rare senior-to-senior lob? Dominique Hawkins to Derek Willis. Willis had 13 points. More fast break offense. De'Aaron Fox to Bam Adebayo. Kentucky had 38 points off of turnovers. Bam finished with the double-double, 13 points and 14 rebounds. Later, Isaiah Briscoe left open on the near side. Hits from three. Briscoe finished with 11 points and 11 assists, and 6 Cats scoring double figures as Kentucky wins big, 108-51.
Isaiah was outstanding. He was 5 assists, 1 turn at half, and I called him and I said, come here, score the ball, man. You're going to score the ball for us. If they go under pick and roll, shoot it. If there's an inside out three and you don't take it, he says, I got you. So he comes out in the second half. Yeah, so he has 10 points in the second half, and he, in 22 minutes scores 11. I mean, he is the key to the team.
Mark Stoops has used the phrase stay the course numerous times this season. He said it following that 0-2 start. He said it again on Saturday night after a third straight SEC win. The win at Missouri was a 5th in the past 6 games for the Wildcats. Now just 1 win away from a bowl bid. And Stoops says he's noticed the change in his team.
It's about our team finally being in a position where we're not satisfied. I'm proud of them. They should be proud of themselves because of the work and the preparation and how hard they've worked and how fun they are to coach. But I truly believe that it's about being back in there Monday, ready to go and ready to prepare to win games. It's not everybody wants to win on Saturday. What are you willing to sacrifice to put yourself in a position to win the games?
And the next game for the Wildcats is at home on Saturday night against Georgia. That'll do it for your morning sports. Have a great day.